Let's go! Rooted Basketball Talk Story. We got Coach Moye coming up. Quick sesh, 30-minute sesh right here. We're going to talk story with Coach Moye, the youth director of Pickup USA Rancho Cordova and Rooted Youth Basketball Elite guest coach for our camp coming up. Oh, Volume 2 camp. Let's go. But we're going to be jumping on quick sesh. He's going to be sharing his story about his sports journey, his basketball journey, what it's taught him in his life, and how he's helping the youth right now as far as coaching and being the director of Pickup USA Fitness Rancho Cordova. So let me shoot him a request real quick, and then we jump on. Again, quick sesh. Oh my goodness, there we go. But we got our camp coming up December 14th. 9 to 1 p.m. over at Pickup USA. Hey, what's up, dude?
Yo, what's up?
What's happening? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nice. All right, cool. Yeah, so we're just doing our quick intro, kind of introducing what we're doing here, introducing you and our camp coming up on the 14th. But I know we got a nice, solid, quick hitter session. Hey,
Yeah,
already got some
excited.
shout outs here. But dude. So what I'd like to do is have my guests or friends have the floor and introduce themselves. So basically, who you are, where you're from, and what you're doing in the basketball world as far as helping out the kids and stuff.
Of course, yeah. Yo, my name is LaJuan Moye. I'm a father, I'm a mentor, and I'm a coach and trainer out of Sacramento. And I'm just one of those people who are just blessed to do what they love. I've been helping youth, um, you know, for a long time, helping them become the greatest versions of themselves, and just kind of help guide them through what God has planned them to be. Like I said, I'm a father. I have two beautiful girls that I get the pleasure to raise, and I hope that they get into sports and I can help lead them as well. And I mentor youth. That's something that I've been called to do, and just been able to give back to the people in this community and the multiple communities I serve. And really, all my stuff is just rooted in faith and purpose. Just trying to do right by others.
Nice, hell yeah, dude. No, love it. It's that's crazy because like that's what Coach JJ. I had a talk story with him last week. Exactly what he was saying, and like our vibe. You know what I'm saying? Even for me,
Yeah,
dude. Like,
yeah.
I mean, Elijah is member at Pickup USA, and that's how we met. But yeah,
Hmm.
like it's about the kids, dude. It's side note. I hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, this generation X Y Z." It's like
Hmm. Hmm.
who's nourishing the seeds, though? You know what I'm saying? Like so, like
Exactly.
us as parents, the adults and the elders, like we have to, we have a responsibility to guide them and nourish them. In the path of goodness. You know what I mean? But
Yes, sir.
and basketball is a perfect vehicle for all of that. You know what I'm saying? So, but and I'm pretty stoked that I'm a member at Pickup USA too because I get to meet you, all the coaches, all the other parents who are super solid, and I get to still hoop. You know what I'm saying? Try to
Yeah.
do my thing on the court. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you still
But
got it?
yeah, dude. As far as your background and stuff, are you from Sacramento or where are you from originally?
Yeah, so I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. Yeah, born and
Okay.
raised. Yep. And for me, I fell in love with the game early. I was one of those kids who didn't really have much skill growing up, didn't really watch any sports, didn't really get exposed to it like my peers did growing up. So I was first introduced to sports in middle school. I first played in eighth grade. And I mean, I was awful. Couldn't dribble. Couldn't. Like coaches just said, "Hey, you rebound and guard the best defender. You just run up and down the court. If you touch the ball, find the next guy to bring it up." And I was just one of those guys. But for me, basketball, it just became more than just a sport. It was all about.
Oh shoot. Sorry, coach. You might have gotten a call or
Oh,
there you go.
can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go. Here you go. Yep.
Yeah, like I said, it was just all about just learning those life lessons and accountability. I had coaches, who really caught me at a young age and really just leaned into me and fed me and built my confidence up and just let me know my ability and taught me toughness, taught me discipline. And that was something that I really grew up on, and I just been around winning culture, became a part of winning culture, watched it, seen it, and then that's something that I just give back to the youth and the kids that I work with.
Nice, dude. No, yeah, that's the one thing too, as far as um bringing out the inner dog, you know what I'm saying? As
Yeah,
far as
yeah.
like, cause like every kid has that like that fire, you know what I'm saying? And like, sometimes some kids just got it. Like, all right, cool, yeah,
Hmm.
this dude is freaking, or this it's a girl, is a child or athlete has
Hmm.
got it. But there's sometimes when you gotta, as a coach, find ways of lighting and fanning that fire, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, especially that mental toughness part of sports, because yeah, like sports will teach you resilience and putting in work, but also like it's not gonna go your way all the time, right? So like
Hmm.
how do you respond as far as mentally and spiritually, emotionally? You know what I'm saying? So I think that there is a one time when Elijah was kind of frustrated during a game, and Coach Jordan was trying to talk to him, and Elijah had his like back to him a little bit, and I was like, "Oh shit, you don't do that, bro." So
Yeah.
yeah, and then I think you're a scoreboard
Yep.
keeper, right?
Yep.
Then I
Yep.
was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
look at your coach in the eyes when he talks to you." You know what I'm saying? So like that, even like respect. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm. Hmm.
no matter what, like hey, like this is your coach. He's here for you. You know what I'm saying? He's your mentor and stuff. So yeah, I usually try not to like say stuff out loud, but I had to say something then. I was like, "Hey, bro."
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, dude. As far as growing up in like St. Louis and stuff, and because that's a sports central too, right
Oh
there,
yeah,
right?
man. Oh
So
yeah.
were you just basketball, or did you do mix like football, track, all that good stuff?
Yeah. So I actually I did football. I ran track, and I also did basketball. And basketball and football were big at my school. And we had some really good programs, and it was always one of those things where you either did basketball or you did football. You always were active one of the two, and that was a kind of the two paths that you would take. And so just being a part of that really helped me to study the game. I really met a lot of great coaches, been exposed to a lot of great athletes, and then just doing those sports, it took me to a lot of places. I'm actually in California because of sports. I would have never made it out here if I wasn't into athletics.
Nice. No, yeah. And then as far as that's the one thing too. I have a good friend, a college buddy, Ramsey. He's been coaching football for shoot like since early 2000s, since we were in college,
Oh yeah.
basically. And like yeah, he just came out with a book about like winning culture. So
Hmm.
like if you're a coach and like really building the culture around your values and just having that set values and culture and really nourishing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because for
Hmm.
me, I've done this with Elijah and now the kids that I volunteer coach, and now I'm trying to do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? As far as really youth basketball, but having the respectful warrior. You know what I'm saying? So like
Mm.
having respect for your opponents, but you're gonna like it's a war, dude. Like you're gonna go
Yeah.
at them and stuff. You know what I'm saying? In between the lines, like you're gonna go at them, but you're not gonna like talk shit or cheap shot. You know what I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
saying? It's like legit be a respectful warrior, and then also respect like the refs, scorekeepers, basically
Yeah.
everyone who is involved in making the game happen. Like
Yeah.
I always tell my kids, like after the games, hey, go say thank you to the scoreboard keeper, thanks to the ref, thanks to the director and stuff. So yeah, it also having that winning culture
Yeah.
is key. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna go even outside of the basketball court.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So,
Exactly.
but yeah, as far as yourself, so high school, so did you do football and basketball, or you had to choose one?
So I actually ended up choosing track. And
Okay,
when I
okay,
when I went off to college, I ended up doing track. And then my second year into college, I ended up starting doing football. And so I ended up doing the both of those. And so yeah, it was just a great experience. Just taking kind of what I learned in high school and then applying that into college. Again, that having that type of culture and that mentality really opened up a lot of doors for me, a lot of possibilities. And then that kind of what led me here to Sacramento, and I started coaching. I started coaching back in like 2018. 2018,
nice.
I started coaching, and then from there, I just started building a program here in Sacramento. Started at the park just from the ground up, and just found kids word of mouth, and it just spread. And then started finding other programs that I could work with that would help out other people who believed in me, other coaches that believed in me, other parents. That trusted in what I was doing, and we just kind of built a culture, and we've kind of ever since then it's been like culture over clout.
Yep.
People always trying to chase highlights and all that, but we really just built, you know, people who we can turn into better humans.
Yep, yep. No, that's culture over clout, dude. I like that, dude.
Mhm.
Yeah. Is that your official program name, or is that
Uh,
just like it's kind of like you gotta start a t-shirt company, dude? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, I need to
Yep, yep, yep.
trademark that.
Hell
Not
yeah,
what,
dude. No, that's sick. But
and
yeah, I guess yeah, so I even told Elijah, I'm all like, hey dude, like I think you really like track. Like
yeah,
legit,
man.
like just like cause he's a little dude and he's pretty fast, dude.
Oh, he
So
got speed. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So but yeah, it's track and then so you came to California to do track at a college here in Cali.
Yeah, I was down in SoCal at a Christian college called Azusa Pacific. I was there for 4 years. It was a great experience, man. I mean, I would do it all over again. It was a great time, and definitely miss those moments, but definitely learned a lot and grew a lot from that. So
Nice, dude. No, that's solid. And then I actually speaking of like just multi sports and stuff, I asked this question to Coach JJ, and I've been kind of curious too, because Elijah's 11, like he's hooked on
hmm hmm
basketball, and like as
yeah,
far as the multi sport thing, you know what I'm saying? As far as like seeing stuff on Instagram or just like coaches, athletes talking about, oh, have your kids do multiple sports,
hmm
or versus like just specializing in one sport. Do you see the? I guess I'll ask the question for multi-sport athlete growing up to like up to middle school. What were some benefits that you see with the kid doing multiple sports?
man. One of the noticeable ones was just the wear and tear on your body. Just constantly playing one sport year round. You're just doing that same motion over and over, using the same bodies, the same movements. After a while, you kind of get that wear and tear, but doing the multiple sports, I'm able to kind of like pick up new skills within that other sport. I see how they can kind of translate. Track for me was very, very big on just being fundamental. You know, I can easily run in a straight line, and then that kind of easily translated onto the court. Just getting angles and changing direction. That stuff really helped out a lot, and I feel like, yeah, just that wear and tear on your body. You know,
Mm,
I think about
nice.
it with like guys who play baseball year round.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you're seeing kids who are getting the Tommy John surgery before they even get into high school. You know, and it's like that's not a natural thing that most kids usually get, just throwing constantly year round over and over.
Yeah, it's especially like before high school, you getting that surgery, dude. That's pretty major. That's a major
Yeah,
surgery.
yes, it
Hey,
is.
what's up, bro? Yee. But yeah, dude, it's yeah. And then as far as what like benefits? I know you said kind of learning new movement patterns and stuff, but what other benefits do you see with kids before middle school or high school doing multiple sports?
Just how easily or how quickly they kind of pick it up. You know, doing multiple sports, I feel like sometimes you get conditioned in different ways as well too.
Mm,
And again, you tap into new skills. You learn different movement patterns and different abilities. Like for me, basketball came natural to me because I could just use my physicality and unleash some of that aggression, but I couldn't do the same in track or it didn't translate as well in football.
mhm, mhm, mhm. Nice. Yeah, and then as far as I guess flipping the question or flipping the coin, one a child focusing on say just one sport, say basketball. Like, well,
hmm
what were some benefits you see uh, from that?
I'm noticing it now. This generation, there's a lot of kids that are like 8, 9 years old who are way more skilled than I ever was at that age. They have a lot more opportunities to pick up new things, learn new things, and they're doing it at a quicker rate, and they're doing it at an early age. So by the time they're in high school, they already have every skill mastered that they can do with the ball in their hands.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because there's some kids that pick up USA, dude. I'm all like, oh damn, dude, this kid's freaking a little
Oh
hooper,
yeah,
dude. Like,
oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that's one thing too, as far as with Elijah, because I always ask him after every season. I'm like, hey, dude, so what you want to do? You want to keep going here, or you want to take a break, or you want to do
hmm
something
hmm
else, or do you want to go, try a different program? But yeah, he always says he actually wanted to take a break before or after last season, but
Yeah.
then he was like, no. I want to come back to pick up USA. I'm like, all right, cool, yeah. So it's super solid just seeing also the for me like seeing the friendships that he's forming at
Yeah.
Pick Up USA. So like if you do one sport or especially in one program or one
Hmm.
spot, like you build that the friendships and core memories. You
Yes.
know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Really. Yeah.
So, but yeah, and then kind of going back to your journey. So college, SoCal, and then how did you end up here in Sacramento?
So, funny story. My daughter, she was actually born 3 months premature, and at the time, I was still living down in SoCal, and my wife was actually living in Sacramento. And so, me being from Missouri, closest family was here in Sacramento. So I packed up everything and just moved up here to Sacramento. And then that's kind of when you know, when I first moved to Sacramento, it was raining all the time. I wasn't used to it. I'm thinking California is supposed to be sunshine and
Yeah.
rainbows, and I'm in this space where, I got to find something to keep me busy. I'm like cooped up in the house, got a brand new baby on the way. So I'm just trying to get out and like, just stay active. And I ended up going to a couple parks out in Rancho and found, some people who like, hey, I want to get back into basketball. I'm trying to be active. And I found, a group of kids that, I ended up starting mentoring, coaching, and then, just kind of just took off from there.
Nice, dude. That's actually a kind of similar story of how I ended up in California, dude. Because I'm from Hawaii originally, so
Yeah.
Maui, and then went to University of Hawaii, Oahu, and then that's where I met Jovi, Elijah's mom,
Hmm.
and then we ended up getting together. And then she actually we found out that she was expecting Elijah, and then she wanted to move back to South San Francisco, so like the Bay Area.
Hmm.
Then I was like,
Hmm.
oh no, dude, are you sure you don't want to stay in Hawaii? You know, what I'm saying? I'm born and raised. I thought I was
Yeah.
gonna be island boy for life, dude. But she was set to stay in the Bay. Then I was like, that's my kid, man. So I ended up, moving to the Bay Area. Yeah, and same thing, dude. Daly City, South City, it's super foggy, super freaking just gloomy, dude. I'm all
Yeah,
like, what am
man.
I doing here, dude? It's like,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's and there's Pacifica, there's some sunshine and stuff, but yeah, my the main reason why I moved to California was Elijah over there
Yeah.
in the living room over there. But I'm glad I did because I was a party boy, dude. Still, I was still like kind of, I was shifting my life into like more of a healthier lifestyle because I found
Hmm.
fitness
Hmm.
and, I was still hoop and surf and stuff, but I was still, you know, mid to early mid 20s, still partying and stuff.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah,
Bachelor.
once I moved and I was like, all right, dude, I'm a dad, bro. So I stopped drinking cold turkey in 2016, and then yeah, I just kind of just my mind was a little more clear, and now I'm here, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I've always wanted to help and do something with life, but it was always the party and alcohol that always like it was a cycle of like I want to do something with my life.
Mm.
It's like oh shit, I don't know, and I was just drinking party. And then be hungover. I gotta change my life, and
Yep.
then just be
The
yeah.
cycle.
It was just that circle, dude. And then finally, just with Elijah and the new family moving up here, it's like
Yeah.
it was a blessing.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, dude. And then so Sacramento, boom, started training kids, and then you found Pickup USA. What
Well,
last
so
year?
so
Or
yeah, so Pickup USA has been open for about a year. I joined them right when they started, but before they opened, I had just started an AAU program about 5 years ago, and was trying to find out like how to take the next step. I felt like my AAU program was doing well. We pushed past that first rough part of like how you're going to sustain with all these other AAU teams out there, and I got to finally adjusted with how the scene was here in Sacramento. But I just know that I needed more. I needed my own space and I needed something to where I can provide more to others. And so Pickup USA just happened to open up right around the time where I was, looking for that shift. And yeah, I mean, first day they opened, I was in the gym, just doing what I usually do at the park. And yeah, from there, they asked me to join in as a coach. And then I started training, and then boom, part of the youth league, having that first success in the season, and just finding great kids and just um, giving back to them, and just all of this just happened in rapid succession, and then boom, here
nice,
we are
dude.
now.
Hell yeah. No, yeah. It's I always call it like there's a book out there, but it's called The Tipping Point. So it's like
Hmm.
there's always that tipping point where it's like, oh, I don't know, bro. I don't know if it's working.
Yeah,
Eventually, like it's just like something happens and boom, it's like, oh shoot, okay, yeah. And then like
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah,
the blessings start coming. You know what I'm saying? So it's yeah, I'm glad you decided to go to Pickup USA to
yeah.
start because yeah, like your coaching style, it's even how you play basketball in general, dude. It's like like effort, defense, but smart. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
Like,
yep.
and yeah, that's how I try to play, but also how I'm planting the seeds with Elijah as
Hmm.
far as like that the dog mentality.
Yeah,
You,
he's scary,
you,
man. He
you know what I'm
is
saying?
scary.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, no, that's solid, dude. And then yeah, I actually got something on my Facebook stories, the memories.
Hmm.
Um, I think I just signed up for they had a 3-point contest, like to start their first like
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
event. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
yeah.
like I think today was like the first day that like I actually signed up with Pickup USA officially with something, dude. So
That's sick.
it's
That's
crazy,
sick.
dude. But yeah, I know we got 5 minutes. I know you got a therapy session coming up.
Yeah.
But as far as the camp coming up, I know you're going to be doing the defensive concepts and
Oh
everything.
yes, yes.
Yeah, it'd be solid for you to do some like on-ball defense, dribble handoff defense, and all the good
Hmm.
stuff. But yeah, as far as the vibes or just the energy that you're going to bring to the camp, what are you planning to bring to the camp?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I always love teaching defense. That's kind of where I hang my hat as a coach. And yeah, like I was big on pushing, just that mentality, having that dog motor, just effort and discipline. Just teaching, just how not to be afraid of getting beat or being afraid of taking a gamble and going against the best guy out there. Um, just again teaching winning habits, effort, intensity, but I'll always being strategic and dictating. So I'm looking forward to all the kids coming in and hearing me bark. I'm looking forward to all the
Yeah.
kids being like, "Man, this guy is crazy. His energy is unmatched." But I'm looking to mentor these kids to bring in that energy and that belief in their defense.
Nice, dude. Yeah, there's two things that came to mind as you're speaking. One
Hmm.
was the Marshall Lynch quote is I know I'm a butcher, but he's like I know I'm gonna get got, but I'm gonna get mine more than I get
Yeah,
got. You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah,
like
yeah.
that's how I think of defense too. It's like, hey, bros, like I'm
Hmm.
probably gonna get burnt, but there's gonna be more times where I'm gonna stop you than I'm gonna
Yep,
get burnt. And then
yep.
two is when you said that dog mentality, I always tell
Hmm.
Elijah, even when we were at Encore, that regularly, even now with pickup, I'm like, hey, dude, like, or even for myself with my men's league,
Hmm.
I have a hit list basically.
Yeah.
So basically, like the people that you're gonna guard,
Hmm.
like watch how they play and watch their movement patterns and shut them down, dude. It's like
Yeah,
legit,
yeah.
like have your hit list. So like Elijah has his hit list of kids where like he watches, for example, like the Hooper Grayson,
Oh yeah,
Antonio's
oh yeah,
homie,
oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying, Brett, like all those kids. I'm all like, hey, dude, like watch how they play and like watch their first, 2 3 moves and study it and lock them down, bro. Yeah.
Yep, yep.
But
He's been doing that. He's been
yeah,
doing a
dude.
great job this season.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate
Yeah,
it. But
man.
yeah, I know we got 3 minutes. I don't want to keep you too long. Um, as far as I'd like to ask two powerful questions. One for parents who have aspiring hoopers, and one for aspiring hoopers himself. I guess for the parents, if they have a kid who's really getting into basketball, what's one piece of advice that you can give to them to help them continue to nurse their kids?
Um, mm, I'll just say, if this is something that you're interested in and you're trying to grow in it, or you want to see your child grow in it, just nurture it. You know, do all the things that are necessary to help support that, and always keep the main thing the main thing. Like they're doing it because they want to do it. Those days that you have to pull them out of the bed or force them to do it, like, hey, well, maybe we shouldn't be doing this. If you don't want to do it, then. But again, like I feel like um, just when you see it in someone that's this is something that they want or they're interested in, give give into it, lean into it as much as you can, and push them forward because you'll never know what's on the other side.
Nice, dude. And then on the flip side, for young aspiring hoopers, 7 years old to high school, what's one piece of advice that you can give these hoopers?
Mm, man, I tell kids all the time, um, be coachable, hold yourself accountable, and always be willing to learn. Um, like this game is a game of mistakes, and it's imperfect, but have fun doing it, enjoy every moment of it, and don't get caught up. Don't get too caught up in the highs and the lows of it. Be completely present and just enjoy the journey and the process that you're on.
Nice, dude. All right. Hey, look at that, dude. 3:59, bro. Perfect timing.
Hey.
Yeah, and then if I mean, we still do have like about 6 weeks till the camp, so if
Hmm.
you do want to jump on and have a more longer discussion, because yeah, I want to, we
Oh
talk
yeah,
stories to the gym, but we don't really dive in. You know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying?
I,
So
I,
yeah,
I
so
got I
we
got to
can
do this
probably
more.
reschedule a talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So, but yeah, all right, guys. Thank you, everyone. I know it's a quick sesh, but we will get Coach Moy on again for a longer discussion. Love you guys. December 14th, Sunday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pick up USA. We got Coach Moy, Coach JJ, and Coach DC of Stan State coming in. So link in the bio. See you guys there.
yes,
Chee.
sir. God,
Hello,
God
everyone.
bless.
Bye.